Yo, what's up, world? What up, bitches? What's up? This is Mr. Mike. Another edition, another installment, another episode, another fucking link, click, or something, whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? Another one of those of the Trucker Diary series with Mr. Mike. I'm Mr. Mike. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? When it comes down to it, who are you? Ask yourself this question. Because we all need to ask ourselves, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who the hell am I? Who the heaven am I? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. Look at yourself in the mirror. Now when you look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? You see the reflection of yourself, which means your left hand becomes your right hand from your reflection, and vice versa. Your right hand becomes your left hand. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's on your right side of your face, you got a sore or something that you see in the reflection of a mirror, your reflection is going to be your left side. You know what I'm saying? Remember that when you think of these mirrors. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hope you guys are asking that question. Who am I? You know? There was a movie. There was a Jackie Chan movie. It was called Jackie Chan's Who Am I? Because he had to ask that same question. You know what I'm saying? He actually went to a temple, or I want to say a spiritual leader of sorts. Went to this dude. You know, he went to the certain tribe. You know, he's ex-military. He has amnesia. He forgot who he was. So he went to this little place. This tribe leader. Everybody in the tribe called him, "Who am I? Who am I? Who am I?" Because he didn't know who he was. He kept shouting out, "Who am I?" And everybody thought that was his name. But he was just asking the question, who am I? You know what I'm saying? He had to find out who he was through records and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Lost records. And he had to figure out who he was. And he had to remember how good he was with kung fu and fighting and taking care of himself. He had to remember that. But, you know, I highly recommend you watch that movie. That was a good movie. Good action-packed thriller. A little bit of comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's Jackie Chan. You know, back in his heyday. It's called Who Am I? That's the question I'm asking y'all. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm Mr. Mike. Mike stands for Music Illumination Consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So, with hip-hop, I give you music. And what I'm saying in hip-hop, I illuminate your mind. And throughout my music, you're getting consciousness. You know what I'm saying? I'm a conscious rapper, as they call it. Which I think sometimes is a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. J. Medeiros from the Percussions crew. He's like, gospel rap, conscious rap is a gimmick. Are you conscious of that? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. J. Medeiros. A lot of y'all cats don't know who he is. You know why? Because all y'all know is what's popping out there. If you ain't popping, all of a sudden, you're not important. You don't matter. But I hold all these underground MCs, all these underground producers, underground MCs, underground musicians in general. I hold them in good and high regard because they put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They battle with the powers that be, the industry. Some of them get ahead, some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Mr. J. Medeiros is one of those dudes, you know what I'm saying? One of the dopest MCs ever. You never probably will ever hear about him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not brought to the forefront. But I'm inspired by that dude. I've seen him perform. You know what I'm saying? I collected his music. What y'all be doing? You know what I'm saying? You over there trying to figure out who you are. You asking that question. Even if you don't ask the question, and you think you know who you are, that's that pride fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to ask that question, who am I? So I asked you, who are you? I mean, I asked myself that question, who am I? I'm Mr. Mike. But what the hell does that mean? I gave you the breakdown, I gave you the acronym of what it means. And I live up to that. I mean, at least I try to. But I got my fuck ups, I got my circumstances. I carry on hurt and pain or anger from my parents and their ancestors. And I carry the trauma and shit like that, and I'm dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? But I asked myself that question. You know what I'm saying? I asked myself, like, who am I? Because a lot of times I don't even fucking know. But I'm honest with it. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing I say to people, one of the most important things that I say to people is that, yo, I don't know. Because that's honest truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I pass on information. We live in this internet and social media era where you know, the things I might have passed down, like in conversation, y'all heard about this. Not really verifying the information that I heard about or I read. Hopefully it's reputable and I get it from a reliable source, you know what I'm saying, before I pass it on. But sometimes I don't do it, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know nothing, but I'm comfortable saying that. I have experiences. I can tell you about those experiences. But at the end of the day, I don't know shit. And at the end of the day, you don't know shit either. So that's why I'm asking you, who are you? Because you need to know who you are. If you don't know anything else in the world, you need to know who you are. And I need to know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys are doing that, you know? So, but anyways, you know, it's the last few days I didn't record another episode on Friday last week. I did Monday, and I still haven't fucking released that one yet. Monday or Tuesday last week. Today is Monday the 15th, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of last week, from Thursday on, my girl was with me. You know what I'm saying? My girl was with me on the trip. I went from Jacksonville to Miami, right? Went from Miami to Lakeland. Stayed the night in Lakeland. Took a load from there, went back down to Miami. And then from Miami, went to Tampa. Stayed the night. And then, and when I went to Tampa, I got to see my little brother, my younger brother, living down in Tampa. He's a new dad now. You know what I'm saying? His daughter Trinity is a few months old now. Very cute. Got she has all her hair. Got a full set of hair. You know what I'm saying? So I got a niece bringing up in this world. You know what I'm saying? I got her. But you know, after that, from Tampa, stayed the night, went back home to Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? My girl was with me the whole time too. That was beautiful. She made the whole route beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And she's now, I actually proposed to her, you know, as far as being my truck wife. She is now my truck wife, baby. You know what I'm saying? I bought her a little gift. Then I went down on my knees. Was like, would you be my truck wife? We was in my truck when it happened. And she said yes. Put the hat on. I kissed her. You know what I'm saying? Then we consummated, of course. Really, really fucking consummated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Consummated? Yeah, I think that's the way. Basically, we fucked. You know what I'm saying? We made love after that whole situation. So that's what's going on. But yeah, she made the whole trip worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? She's taking pictures of the scenery that we went across. You know what I'm saying? She did all that. She's a queen. She's my queen. I'm her king. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. So, But yeah, I didn't record another episode because I was with her. I was just talking amongst her, talking about our past experience before we met. All the people we used to date or marry. You know what I'm saying? Ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, ex-wives, ex-husbands, or actually her ex-husbands or whatever. I never been married, you know what I'm saying? Now I have a truck wife. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little bit of marriage experience. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. I love her. She loves me. That's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? So what y'all doing? But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are living a healthy life. My girl is being in tune with that. You know what I'm saying? She's learning more about alkaline water, which brands are alkaline and which brands that are acidic. She calls it shit water. And she's learning and she's applying. She's all right. I'm not even gonna fuck with Aquafina, Dasani, all the other bullshit water. She's gonna get shit like Eternal water, Smart water. You know what I'm saying? Fiji water. If it's pH balanced or better or alkaline. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do that. She's, you know what I'm saying? And Zephyrhills. We found out Zephyrhills, a Florida water company. You know what I'm saying? That's neutral to alkaline. It's leaning on the alkaline side. You know what I'm saying? She's learning shit about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So being healthy, when you start living healthy and you start living that life, even if you're struggling, even if you ain't perfect, because I'm not, people follow you. People who love you, they follow that shit. They see it. You know what I'm saying? And they see it. They feel it. They feel the difference. They see the difference. The way you walk and blah blah blah. My girl says she feels it, when we, are having relations. She feels the difference, you know what I'm saying? So it's important, people, especially in the black community. We shouldn't be dying from diabetes, you know what I'm saying? We should not be dying from some motherfucking diabetes. We shouldn't be dying from the shit we eating. We should be dying from natural causes, being old, taking care of our bodies. And then, it's time to go. That's the only way we should be dying. You know what I'm saying? I know it's circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can catch a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get shot or, I'm a truck driver. Anybody can die from these streets. I see wrecks every day. I'm out here on these streets every day. And I go on the same roads. I take the same highways. You know what I'm saying? The same shit. All the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good. I'm not perfect, but I've never been in no damn wreck where it costs my life. Could you hear my voice right now? But yeah, you could die at any point. But we shouldn't be dying from fucking diabetes. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be dying from that. Diabetes is treatable. It's curable. But even if you can't get the cure or the medicine, this a simple change of diet would be the cure. Fasting and shit like that could be the cure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dr. Sebi. Sebi's families, the wives and the children from him, who are still prolonging his business, prolonging his name, his studies, his lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be dying from fucking diabetes, man. So lay off the sodas, man. Lay off the sodas. Lay off the fucking so-called orange juices out there. All the juices, all the drinks. Drinking some motherfucking water. Drinking some tea. You know what I'm saying? Take the herbs. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all bullshitting? So that's what I be trying to do, you know what I'm saying? There's some people out here, man. Shout out to Peyton Locke. Hold on, bruh. Hold on. got lung cancer. Shit. So he's dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep yourself healthy out there, people. You know what I'm saying? Put the cigarettes down. Smoke weed. Don't drink as much. You know what I'm saying? Moderate that shit. I'm not a heavy drinker. I drink occasionally. You know what I'm saying? But I have other vices, you know what I'm saying? Like sugar is my vice. Everybody's addicted to fucking sugar. That's why sugar diets are a thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get off the sugar. But the thing is, I don't want to do, my problem is excess sugar. I'm a sucker for cookies. I got a sweet tooth. I like brownies and shit. But cookies are my thing, man. Homemade cookies. You know, chocolate chip. You know what I'm saying? Macadamia nut. Oatmeal raisin. You know what I'm saying? If they're homemade, you know what I'm saying? I be eating them. But I haven't been eating them lately. Because I'm trying to cut back on them shits. But I need to cut back. That's my weakness. Cookies and brownies. Not so much cake or ice cream or anything like that. But I have a sweet tooth, you know? I gotta deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So find your, that's what I'm saying. It's going back to knowing who you are. Knowing your hang-ups. Knowing what you're addicted to. Because sugar is crack, people. So we need to fucking deal with that shit. So I hope you're dealing with that. I hope you're drinking plenty of water. Get those vegetables in your body. You know what I'm saying? Get those herbs in your body. You know what I'm saying? Get that healthy lifestyle. Get that potassium in your body. Get that calcium. Get that iron. You know what I'm saying? Get that alkaline in your body. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all are doing that. And I'm gonna keep saying just about every episode. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to live this healthy life. That's the start. Knowing who you are, loving yourself. When you're loving yourself, you take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? You need to be doing that. Amen. But anyways, there's a few things I want to talk about. I just want to be talking about that because healthy. It's for me too. It ain't just for y'all. It's for me. But yeah, y'all won't be listening. I got my own YouTube page. I got like few listeners out there. You know what I'm saying? And I got another podcast out there. I haven't put on my page yet because I don't. This truck lifestyle, man. I'm gonna put a stop to this shit soon. This series is gonna be something else soon. You know what I'm saying? I may use the same name, Trucker Diary series, because I guess once you're a trucker, you're always a trucker. But I don't care, man. This ain't gonna be the rest of my life. But while I'm doing, I want to give you a little bit of content. You know what I'm saying? Give you something to think about, to mull over, to marinate on. That's what I'll be doing. You know what I'm saying? But I got another podcast out there with a great guitarist, Rafaro Matavo. You know what I'm saying? Doing a podcast with him. We're playing video games. You don't see our faces or whatever. We were just playing video games and talk about some shit. Talking about what's going on, what y'all be talking about. You know, some of our philosophy, some of our experiences, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we be doing. We just filmed another episode on Saturday. Excuse me, Sunday. Well, I don't know what day it was. Because it don't matter. It don't matter. It's out there, though. I need to be staying tuned. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make some shit happen. What y'all doing? That's why it goes back to who are you? Who am I? Ask yourself that question. Who am I? But yo, I'm gonna get into some other stuff. But first, I want to talk about I just found out 007. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be changing hands, changing colors, changing genders out here. You know what I'm saying? So this last 007, the one that's coming up, from now on, it's gonna be a black person. And not only that, it's gonna be a black woman. You know what I'm saying? 007, as we know it, is no longer gonna be James Bond. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a black woman. I don't even know her name is. But I read an article in the New York Post. New York Post. You know what I'm saying? They're saying James Bond The title, the agent 007, it's gonna be someone new. It's gonna be a black woman. So this last 007 movie, the one that's the next that's coming up, yeah, Daniel Craig is gonna play James Bond. But the article reads about like James Bond is trying to seduce this this woman, this agent who's gonna be 007. He's gonna try to seduce him like he always does with women. He's gonna try to seduce her. She's gonna curb him. And at the same time, she's an agent herself. And James Bond is gonna retire from that title. So 007 is gonna be resumed by a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that name is, whatever her name is, she's gonna be the new 007. How y'all feel about that? I can't wait to hear all the motherfuckers. It's gonna be like, I can't wait to hear the clap back. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to see it. Y'all white people gonna be mad. Cause first of all, I remember there was a rumor for a long time that Idris Elba is gonna be the new Bond. They were gonna change it to a black man. But they were like, nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? How about we retire James Bond and put a motherfucking beautiful black woman, a queen, in that slot. She's gonna be the agent. She's gonna be the one slaughtering y'all motherfuckers. Y'all evildoers of the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's gonna carry the same characteristics. Like she's out there slinging pussy out there just like James Bond was slinging that dick. I don't know if she's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, she's got the title, she's 007. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be running the shit. So how y'all feel about that? It don't matter, because it's gonna get done. So you gotta deal with that shit. If you like them, you know, the franchise, the 007, James Bond out here, it started with what, Sean Connery? All the way from Sean Connery, all the way up to Daniel Craig. You know what I'm saying? And retired James Bond. All these years, all these decades, James Bond out here solving cases and laying that dick down. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a new one, a black woman, taking all the fucking evildoers, you know, taking on the. I think she's gonna be she's gonna take over. Yeah, if she's 007, that's a British spy shit. She's gonna be the next spy. She's gonna be spying on y'all motherfuckers, using all the latest gadgets, and taking the motherfuckers out, using her skills, and then her intuition, and then her as a black woman. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So what's up? How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? 007 is gonna be a black woman. How y'all feel? How you feel? It don't matter. Cause fuck y'all, man. It's gonna be good. I know y'all tripping. It's a new time, man. That's why all these older white people, these older politicians, they're trying everything in their power to stop the movement. Stop the movement from being old white people running this shit to people of color, especially black people. They won't give us our reparations. They are way slow about doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to give us that shit. They don't want to put our faces on the damn dollar bill, on the currency. They still tripping about Harriet Tubman. Sorry. They're still tripping about that. They don't want to put a black woman's face on our currency. They don't want to do it. Because old white men are going to stick to old white shit. So they can't stop the movement. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to. They're trying their damnedest. They're cold, dead hands, basically. Oh, cold, dead white hands. They're trying to stop the progression. You know what I'm saying? They don't like it. They don't fucking like it. So they implement things like, you know what I'm saying, stand your ground and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want That's why these cops killing all the black people, most of them are white cops. It's not just them. They're getting orders from higher ups to say, hey, control this shit, which means take some of these people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to stop the movement. Because white people aren't going to be majority no more. It's not going to be tamed by old white men no more. It's not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? White women are loving black culture. White children are loving hip-hop. They've been loving it for a while. So they see the culture. They try to appropriate it. They try to put their hands in it, or they did. Something as pure as hip-hop that started with the people. White people got their fucking bloody hands in there. Created an industry. Fucked over all these artists. To the point where a lot of artists, aspiring artists, such as myself, they don't want no parts of it. Even if it comes with benefits, with like lots of money and fame and popularity. But we know all the shit that entertains us are from shitty people. Everybody's out there raping. Everybody's out there sodomizing. Everybody's out there doing drugs. Everybody's out there dying. All these people who entertain us, celebrities and shit, they're just people, and they got their fucking vices. And since they have a lot of money, their vices are 10 times as much as, you know, regular ass people like you and me. You know what I'm saying? So they have more access to their vices. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of yes people in there, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's frowned upon, even if it's corrupt, if it's bullshit, if it's just downright fucking wrong and evil, they have access to do that shit. And we look up to them. You know what I'm saying? And then we find out some of their bad shit. And then we have to look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why it goes back to, who am I? Who am I getting inspired by? Who inspires me? Why do they inspire me? Who are these people who inspire me? You know what I mean? You can enjoy their art. You can enjoy their talents, their skills. But trying to line yourself with them, I mean, if you really want to do that, you got to dig deeper into who these motherfuckers are. It's fine to be inspired by what they do. We all were inspired by Bill Cosby. The Cosby Show, that whole thing, trying to put some light to black people, not to, you know, perpetrate the black stereotype. You know, he inspired us in a lot of ways. You know, the Cosby Show was a black family, a wealthy black family, and the things that happened in there, that inspired a lot of people. He inspired us with his comedy and the things he's done with his money, with his celebrity, putting people in college and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We were inspired by his works, what he's done, but who he is, you can't align the inspiration with who he is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta find that. You can separate what inspired you to the people that inspired you. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's tough. It's tough to talk about this shit. But we have to learn how to do that. How to separate the talent and the skill from the person who's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but on that note, you know, R. Kelly is fucking done. He's done. I mean, the dude, you know, a lot of it has to do with pride and shit, but he's, you know, he figured he beat the system, but his pride makes him go out and do the same shit again. So they found him again, they charge him again, and it's a wrap. I don't know, I'm kind of paraphrasing over the details, but he's in trouble again. And it looks like he's going down. I mean, this dude, they said he's a threat to society with some of the shit he's doing. The motherfucker has a problem, and it hasn't been dealt with, and he's in trouble again. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yes, the music he's done, a lot of his music is freaky and sexual, but he has songs like "I Believe I Can Fly," which we played that in some of my old churches. Like there are people. I grew up doing pantomime. I used to mime and put white face on my face and perform mostly gospel songs, like interpretation, doing a little dance, do a little like skits or whatever you want to call them, performances. I used to do that, and I used to be a part of a group, and you know, a drama team and mime team and stuff. But yes, we used to do not just gospel, but certain inspirational songs, like "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Those songs were in churches because people were inspired by that song. But you know who sung that song? Fucking R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have to separate the artist, or excuse me, separate what inspires you, the talent, the skill, the songs, the music, from the actual artist. We got to learn how to do that, because they're digging everybody's shit. They've done it with MLK recently. You know what I'm saying? Because they spied on him, all that shit, but they found out there were they found certain articles or whatever. So they found something on Martin Luther King to the point where, of course, we all knew that he was a little bit promiscuous. He had multiple wives. He had, you know, bitches on the side. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking other bitches. You know what I'm saying? And but also, it's been alleged that he witnessed, or he either assisted or watched someone being raped, like a friend of his or a companion raped a person, and either he just watched and laughed, or assisted, or just, you know, he didn't actually do it himself, but he didn't stop the rapist, basically. So they're digging up shit about him. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, so none of us are fucking perfect, and we're all shitty people. You know what I'm saying? So you got to separate it. You got to learn how. We have to learn how to do it. You know, back in the day, we just had television. That was our distraction. That was our vice. Everybody watched television, and we looked up to these people as that, like, you know, this is who we are. You know what I'm saying? I love Whitney Houston. I love Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I love all these things that we used to watch. But the thing is, we didn't know about these people. We know about them now, but we didn't know. And Michael Jackson, we loved him. We couldn't say shit about Michael Jackson back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know, that's what it is. We have the internet. We have information about all these people. And, you know, some of it's false. A lot of it's, you know, made up to put certain people or whatever, you know, down. And, you know, whoever reports, they have certain agendas, so you have to go with your own instincts. That's why it goes back to, who am I? You know? So, you know, you see me switching lanes. Why are you speeding up? See, you know, that's what I'm saying. You got to deal with this traffic. I'm carrying a 53-foot trailer in the back of this damn truck. You know what I'm saying? It has loads. So a lot of times, you know, I give people warnings. When I'm about to switch lanes, you know, I'm turning my signal ahead of time, way ahead of time. And they see it, and they still want to motherfucking speed up. And I got to get over because I have people entering the highway, and they want to go the same ass speed. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying be safe out here in these streets, but y'all be listening. Y'all be listening. Y'all still got phones, you know, in your hand. You know, my girl was with me. My girl was with me the end of last week, the weekend, you know, when she was with me going through these routes, you know, she's with me in the truck. She's seeing this shit. And she's talking to me about, yeah, I see this person. I see her with her phone out, or I see him with his shit out, you know what I'm saying? I see it, you know? And I'll be like, oh, I missed it, because, you know, I'm driving. But she sees it, being on the passenger side on the truck. She sees it. So that's what I be saying, man. stay, be safe out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on, man. You got to know yourself. Who are you? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, just moving on. You know what I'm saying? What we got this weekend? We got a big fight this weekend. This Saturday, July 20th. Keith Thurman. Keith one-time Thurman versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, the only 8-division world champion. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is talking mad shit, saying he's going to end Manny Pacquiao's career. That's a bold-ass statement. You know why it's bold? Because you can say it with any other boxer, I'm going to end their career. But for a person who loves to fight, who's been knocked out cold before, go back to 2012, Pacquiao versus Marquez. Remember that shit? Got knocked out cold. Everybody said, oh, he should retire then. Motherfucker's still been boxing twice a year since then. You know what I'm saying? For a person who loves boxing, who has been knocked out, who has been knocked down, who's tasted defeat, the person who loves boxing, loves the exchange, loves it. You're gonna say you're gonna end someone's career in something that someone enjoys doing? You're gonna end that shit? That's a bold ass statement. And I don't see it happen. Even if Pacquiao loses, he's gonna still motherfucking fight. Because at the end of the day, even if Pacquiao loses, it ain't gonna be easy. And it's gonna be to the point he's still got a little bit in him to fight several more times. And he wants to fight the best. He wants to fight Crawford. He wants to fight Spence. And who knows? He may get a shot at fighting Canelo fucking Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? They kind of hinted years ago, but Alvarez moved up the weight class, is trying to get that middleweight and shit. But Pacquiao's beaten middleweights before. Well, at least junior middleweights. Remember Antonio Margarito? You know what I'm saying? What's up? So I don't know. But it's just difficult. It's just it's hard to grasp. Keith Thurman, who's undefeated. He's undefeated. He's got some guys under his belt. He's beaten Danny Garcia. He's beaten Sean Porter. He's beaten Josecito Lopez. Diego Corrales, okay. He's beaten some names. He hasn't beat the elite, but he's got some names out there. He gave Danny Garcia his first loss, because that fight, they were both undefeated. He gave Danny Garcia his first loss. Danny Garcia, at the time, was considered an elite fighter, you know what I'm saying? Even though he did really lose to Lamont Peterson, but I'm not even going to go to that. But Keith Thurman has beaten some names. He's got some people. He doesn't have the cream of the crop, but he's got some legitimate names on his resume who he's fought and beaten. Of course, Pacquiao is the best opponent he's going to ever face. Well, right now, it's the best opponent he's facing. And I just don't see him ending Manny Pacquiao's career. He may win. It's a slim chance, but anything can happen. He does have power. He has knocked people out. He has a lot of knockouts. Pacquiao has more, but he has some. He has a higher percentage of knockouts. But that's just because Pacquiao's fought more. So I just don't see him knocking out Pacquiao. He's gonna go 12 rounds, 12 painful rounds, and I think Pacquiao's gonna get it. I just think that's what I think. I would love to see Keith Thurman win. He's a Florida guy. He's from Clearwater. He's outside of Tampa. He just did an interview recently on Fox PBC. You know, they're promoting the fight and everything. He's wearing a Tampa Bay jersey. It was custom. He has his last name on it. I think it has number. It's number 0. I guess it represents, you know, he's undefeated. He has no losses. 0. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was rocking the Tampa Bay jersey. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, Clearwater is right outside of Tampa. So he reps Tampa. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's a Florida guy. I would love to see a Florida guy win, but I just don't see him beat Pacquiao. I don't think he's ready for that yet. I think to really test his skill, test his boxing bravado, his toughness. There was a lot of people in the welterweight he could have fought. You know, but I think, you know, as far as money, and plus Pacquiao wanted to fight Thurman, wanted to fight one of the best, which is cool. You know, I see that. I get that. Because at the end of the day, if you think you're the best, you gotta fight the best. Pacquiao is a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? He's a historical icon when it comes to boxing. He's that. So if Thurman beats him, that's a great name to have on your resume. I beat Manny Pacquiao. So in that regard, you know, I get it. I just don't think Thurman's ready for Pacquiao. I don't think he's ready for him. With all these other welterweights, like top elite welterweights, he should fight them. But I think he's setting up, you know, if he beats Pacquiao, he moves on, then he fights the other elites, the younger guys, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Thurman, he's probably gonna get his first loss this Saturday. But I hope you guys tune in. They're showing it at certain theaters. I know there's Regal Theater in Jacksonville, the Regal Theater off of Phillips Highway and 95 area, Phillips and 95 area, that big theater. They're showing the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know how much it costs. I'm still trying to look. I may go to that. Because I've never been to an actual pay-per-view fight at a theater. I never watched a mega fight like this in theater. So I may do that this Saturday, depending on the cost, you know. But I may do that. I'm thinking about it. So, but I hope you guys are doing well out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are chilling, living a healthy life. You know, it's 9:42 in the morning. You know, you're probably at work at this point, sitting at the desk. Pop this on. You know, you got your YouTube. You know, you got your earphones on. You got your cubicle. You got to do your statements and shit. You got to process that paperwork, get it in, get it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to verify the numbers are right. A lot of it's mundane. You can do it without kind of thinking about it. You're just matching numbers and shit. So get your cell phone, man. Get them earbuds in and listen to what I'm saying, because it's gonna be beneficial to your life. It's gonna be entertaining. You're gonna laugh, and then you're gonna be like, I never thought of it that way. You're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know that. You're gonna do all that shit by listening to Trucker Diary series with Mr. Mike. You're gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? You may cry. You may burst out. You may have an outburst in the middle of work. You may be like, I know, man, that's fucking right. You may say that out loud, and you may catch yourself, people looking at you from other cubicles like, oh, you okay? You may do that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys are doing it. So pop this in. You know what I'm saying? We're all living in this digital lifestyle. It's not you're not popping anything in, except the earbuds to your ears. You know, you're not putting a tape in or something to listen to. You're not putting in the CD in a device and pressing play. You're not doing that. All you're doing is plugging in some motherfucking earbuds, and then you're just navigating on your phone, going to YouTube or whatever, and getting this motherfucking podcast. That's all you gotta do. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying? I got people out here texting me and shit. But it's alright. It's cool. You know? But yeah, man, man, I had an issue with my motherfucking last paycheck, man. I'm missing a few $100. You know what I'm saying? Which I just, rectified. It's gonna come back to me on this paycheck. But I did a lot of work last week, a lot of loads. I guess the thing was, I thought everything that I do, all the loads that I run, is gonna be on one pay period. But now, on this account that I'm doing this Dr. Pepper shit. I'm delivering Dr. Pepper. Anytime I'm doing local runs and shuttle runs and shit, that fall in a different pay period. So I entered those, I reported all those loads after that pay period was done. So I didn't get paid. So it's going to get paid this week. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought everything that I do on this with this company is on the same pay period. Nah, that ain't the case. I think I knew that and I just forgot. It's not like I didn't know. I think they might have said that to me and I didn't write it down or whatever. But, that's, it's kind of falsity on my fault. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got a weak ass paycheck last Friday. I was like, what the fuck? So, but it's all been worked out. I talked about it. I mentioned it to him. I reported. I got all my paperwork to back me up. Everything is accounted for. So I'll just get paid this Friday. You know what I'm saying? With all the backloads and shit. So I should be getting a nice paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So we good. We all good. So, but that's what's going on. But certain logistical errors. But this is user error. This is my fault. I didn't put them in. I should have known the differences of pay periods and had the paperwork, sent in time. But now I didn't. So I got paid for all the loads I did, over the road and shit. But not the ones that were local. And I did a bunch of those. I did a bunch of those in one day. But they're not accounted for. But it's all right. I got it all worked out. But yeah, you got to make sure all you truck drivers out there. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening, a lot of times I don't, plug in truck drivers because I mentioned weed. If you go to a truck driving school, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about don't dabble in. But knowing what I know now, in school, they really try to scare you into submission, of course. And of course, if you get caught on a piss test, then that goes on your driving record and that sticks with you for at least 10 years. And most truck drivers, once they see that, they won't touch you. That's the thing. But I don't think that's the case nowadays because there are 26 states right now, currently, 26 states that have legalized weed. And Florida, we're on medical, but we're not fully, but more than half the country has legalized weed, recreational weed. I think Hawaii was just the recent one, Hawaii and I think. But yeah, we got 26 states so far that's fully legalized weed. So I talk about it on a podcast. So I'm reluctant to bring in other truck drivers, even though it's called Trucker Diary Series. I'm reluctant to do it because I talk about weed. I don't talk about smoking it, but I do promote it, and I tell people, hey, fucking smoke weed. It's good for you. It ain't bad. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, I'm telling you truck drivers out there, if you're listening, to maintain you, I'm sure most of y'all know anyway, and I'm the dumbass. But yeah, monitor your paperwork, manage your paperwork. All your loads, everything you do, manage that shit. Because you get, most truck companies get paid every week. They follow different days depending on their company and their pay periods and stuff. But most companies get paid every week. So if that week comes around, you missing a couple of $100, a few $100 out of your check. You know what I'm saying? It's because, it's because of paperwork. You're reporting your loads too late. Just like I did. So maintain that shit. That's all I be saying. That's all I be doing. But I hope you guys are doing well out there. I'm not going to talk too much longer. But generally speaking, man, we need to find out who we are. We need to love ourselves. Who are you? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys are doing well out there, figuring out who you are, listening to this podcast, listening to the Trucker Diary series with Mr. Mike, and loving yourself, treating yourself. So, but yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for all you do. Thank God up in heaven. Thank Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Thank Allah. Thank Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Thank all the other entities that are out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for all of them. To the higher powers. Whatever you call them. Whatever I call them. I thank y'all. Thank them. Thank you all for listening to this. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Of course, that's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If you got Netflix, which most of y'all do, y'all need to holler at Aziz Ansari. I believe it's called Right Now or something of that nature, like something current, like Aziz Ansari Right Now or something like that. His comedy special on Netflix. It feels human. Like you listen to it, it feels like a human person talking about shit. It is great. It's comical. It's enlightening to a degree. He addresses a little bit about that sexual misconduct that he's been facing, that he faced the last few years or whatever. Deals with that, talks about that. But he basically said, we're all shitty people. You know what I'm saying? But very, very well spoken, very good special. I highly recommend you guys go check that out. Because he's saying a lot. You know, I got a lot from what he said, and I mentioned a little bit in this episode. But peep that out. Peep that out. I highly recommend you go watch Aziz Ansari Netflix special, the most recent one, the 2019 one. So go listen to him, and of course listen to me. Listen to Facts. Fuck all this shit with Mr. Mike and Rufaro Matavo, Mr. Day. Go listen to that. Listen to all that shit. So, but all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all listening. Thank you for your patronage, for your listening ears to the Trucker Diary series with Mr. Mike. I'm Mr. Mike. I love you. Peace.